Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about this new Netgear switch that we got. It's PoE and Gigabit. We're going to replace two old Cisco switches which powers our CCTV because it's PoE and it powers our phone. Now we got this new one to replace that. Now we need to configure VLANs because we are replacing two Cisco switch which are very old and very noisy. So that's the reason why we got this one. I'm going to show it to you how you can access and configure this Netgear switch. Let's go ahead and I'm going to show it to you. Alright, closer look here. This is your Netgear and we have the LED indicators here, 24 port Gigabit with PoE. And it has two SFP ports if you need it, but for us we don't need that one. The model of this switch is GS324TP. It comes with a rack mountable plates with screws so that you can mount this one on a network rack. There you go. Then it comes with two power cables. The other one has 3 pins if you have that kind of outlet in your house or at your office. And the other one is the 2-pin flat, kind of the standard one. There you go. Alright, it comes with a manual and you can configure these devices with your phone. If you want to download the app, you can do it. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to use my laptop and there are instructions that you can follow here. However, if you cannot do that one, continue watching this video if you want to watch how I'm going to configure it. Alright, I'm going to power this one up. LED indicators, they're all going to light. So you just need to wait for this one to go full boot or a full startup. Okay. Let's start by plugging in the Ethernet cable from my laptop going to the switch. So plug it, then port number 1 should start to light up. There you go. So it's fully working. Then of course, there are instructions here that we are going to do the Netgear switch discovery tool, which we need to download from the internet available on their website. So that's what we're going to do. So here we go, Netgear, this switch discovery tool. Just type that to your browser. The download button will show up. It will scroll down here. You will have 3 options, Linux, Mac, and Windows. I'll have the Windows. I'll click that one and it will start to download. It will take a few seconds to download the file because it's just small. And then once you're done, you can just go ahead and open that. You will have that application, double click. Then the network discovery tool will just pop in. It will detect all the network devices in your computer. Since we connected one via Ethernet port, I'm going to select the Ethernet device there and click on Start Searching. Okay, so let's wait for that. All right, 100%. Okay, 100%, and it will show you that you can access the web GUI here. Just click this one. Now, the first time that you're going to do this one, it's not going to open up because you're on a different network. You see, the IP address here is 239, 192.168.0.239, and the IP address of your LAN connection is 169. You can see that one, it's different. So we need to go ahead and statically change the IP address of the Ethernet port that is connected to the laptop. So I'll just go here to my network settings, right click network settings. I'll just jump into jump into my Ethernet port, then edit. I'm just going to set this one to manual IPv4. I'll just go ahead and 192.168.0.140. Okay, so anyways, there are only 2 devices here. So 255.255.255.0. I don't need to put gateway in DNS because I'm just using this one to connect to the switch, so it doesn't matter. There you go, it refreshed right away. Then we are on the login page. Now the default password for this for Netgear that is written in the manual is password, PASSWORD. Okay, all right, we're in. There are a lot of things that we can see here, but our main goal is to create VLANs, and that's the only goal that we need to do here. So let's just go ahead and check on where we can create 2 VLANs, VLAN 100 and VLAN 200. So on the switching tab, just right here, you can see VLAN. And first, we need to create the VLANs, and these are the default VLANs that are already created in this switch. So I'm just going to add in VLAN 100 and what is the name. So I'm just going to put it just like voice because that's our voice over IP. and then I'm going to apply. We have voice there, and then VLAN 200 is for CCTV. And then I'm just go ahead and say apply. And then add. Okay, it refreshed and we have voice and CCTV VLAN already created. Now, the next thing we're going to do here, guys, is add the ports that belongs to the VLAN. So I'm just going to look for that advanced, then, well, basically this is my first time to configure this, but if you have a background in networking, you already know. So you can see that VLAN membership there. So all of these one are under VLAN 1. So I'm just going to change the VLAN into 100, and that is my voice. So I'm just going to select the 11, 12. You can see it says tag, T for tag, until 18. Okay, so I have 246 ports for phones. I'll just go ahead and apply. Next thing I'm going to do, the remaining ports there, I'm just going to go for 200. So VLAN 200, anyone that is under the CCTV, which is 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 25, 26 is SFP, so I don't need that. Now, the remaining configurations, I don't need to create a trunk port, something like that. So my only goal here is create a port for CCTV and voice over IP. So as you can see it here, this is a quick summary, and then basically we're done. So the next thing I'm going to do here is hand this Netgear switch to my tech people, and they're just going to replace that 2 Cisco switch that I've showed you earlier, like this one, and then plug in the cables that are needed to be plugged, and then 2 Cisco switch will be replaced by 1 new switch by using VLAN. Yeah. So anyways, there are a lot of features that you can see here, and I'm not going to talk a lot of these things because, like what I've said, the main goal is go for VLAN configuration to replace the old switches. And anyways, if you have any questions regarding these ones, don't forget to comment down below. I'll try to answer them if I know the answer, of course. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are not yet subscribed. Help me make a dream of 500,000 subscribers. I hope you have learned something from this video, guys. See ya!